Enjoy this message.
The reason why most people cannot sleep at night is because the devil sometimes paints to you your worst case scenario. And even when things are going your way, the reason why a lot of people panic is because the devil is painting a worst case scenario to you. But let me make you understand this. We serve the dead God who, even when the enemy gives out his best, will not be able to stop the plan and purposes of God concerning your life. This church is not a marketplace. You know what a marketplace is? It's where we exchange ideas. You don't come to church so that you can exchange ideas, because human wisdom is limited. We come so that we can come into contact with the transformative power of what? Of God. The reason why Jesus came is that the enemy will no longer rule what? In your life. And that is why Isaiah chapter 27 verse 1, he says this. He says, in that day, the Lord will punish with a sword, his fierce, great and powerful sword. What would the sword of God go against? He says what? The Leviathan, the gliding serpent, the Leviathan, the crawling serpent. Every serpentine spirit in your life is subject to the authority of Christ, even in Jesus' name. This is the basis of our series. He says, destroy this temple, and I will raise it up in 3 days. That means he dared them. The reason why you can trust God is this. The devil's best case scenario can't stop God from doing what he has purposed to do, even in Jesus' name. Whenever you break this temple down, I can buy cement, I can buy wood, and I can build it again. What if somebody dies? Where are you going to get it? Which of them is more difficult? Your greatest temptation in your hour of need is to respond to your enemies. Your enemies will always like you to come down. Any response to your enemies is coming down to their level. Some of us, we give the devil too much credit, and that's why certain people, they meet you and they say your grandfather, your sister, your great, they tell you everything that the devil is saying about you. I hope they can tell you what God is also saying about you, because I'm not interested in what the devil is doing, because his best is not enough for God. Your faith is in this God who can deliver you from the best that the enemy can offer. They killed Jesus, they sealed the tomb, they put gas there, but that could not stop the power of God. God will not only bring you out of the devil's best, but he will add more to you, even in Jesus' name. He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by what? By the cross. That means that the enemy wanted to finish Jesus by the cross, but God used the cross to rather finish the enemy. Tell the devil, when he reminds you that this is the worst case scenario, tell him this: Jesus overcame you by the same cross. Let me read this part to you. They wanted to find something against Daniel and they couldn't. And this is how God is calling us as Christians to be at our workplace. We should be people of what? Of excellence. A lot of us, we think that the devil is after your money. Let me tell you, the devil has so much money, he doesn't need your money. You know what I'm telling you? He told Jesus, if you bow down to me, I'll give you everything. What the enemy is after in your time of challenge is your devotion to God. So the root of the problem is your zeal. And Jesus was consumed by the zeal of God. The devil's best shots at you is not aimed at your material possession. They are aimed at your zeal. Every word in the Bible stands for something. And that's why he said, the God that you serve what? Continually. Because the purpose of the devil in terms of problems and challenges in your life is to cause you to change your ways. Somebody said this, that especially in Ghana where I used to grow up, they used to suspend people from church. And a man of God got up and said, look, you may be sitting here and we the church have not suspended you, but God has suspended you. And which of them is more dangerous? Man suspending you or God suspending you? If God makes you go through the problem, understand this: your latter glory will be greater than your former. People may blame you. It doesn't matter. Your goal is to be innocent in God's sight, because you may be blamed by other people, but your goal is to be innocent in God's sight. There is no doubt that what has happened to me with the loss of my wife was unquestionably a challenge for me. But my life is a testimony, I believe without a shadow of doubt, that the devil's best shots couldn't work. And I'm still standing because of Jesus.